That's
You
it.
know, it's interesting what you said, because you said that you had to put yourself back in that cell, right? But if you really think about it, you got your mind out of that cell, because when you growing up in the inner city, you know, it's like your mind is caged, right, to think about just everything that you see. But when you start to experience things on a more wide level, you start to read all these different things, your worldly view opens up, and you just think about all this other shit that you never thought was possible. And that's what you did in that cell, right? That's how you started changing your frequencies, started going a totally different route, meditation, changing the way that you eat, everything. You
Exactly.
know, I think that it's so crazy, because like this is one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you too. Because I think that you represent a lot of different things that people don't even think about. You know, when you're growing up in the hood, you're eating a lot of times the worst shit, because you don't have access to nutritious foods or food deserts. You know what I'm talking about. You know,
Fucking
these
food
different
deserts.
things, all
Hell
these
yeah.
different things, right? And so, how can you feel good if you're consuming things that are not good, right? Not just from a nutritional level, but from your mind, because it's not normal for you to see these type of things on a regular basis, bro. It's really not, right? We normalize it because we seeing it every single day, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy. It doesn't mean that that's
It's not
good
healthy.
for you to consume on a regular basis, you know. And you and I know, it's like that's why there's so much like undiagnosed like PTSD, all types of different things when you're growing up in that kind of environment, you know. It's
No, that's
crazy,
a
man.
fact, bro. Let me tell you something, right? And I'll be open and transparent with the people out there, because it's important for me to do this, because a lot of people be afraid to express their feelings. I was actually texting my bro yesterday or the day before, like, yo, bro, like, I was going through, because I'm about to drop a new album, right? I haven't even started recording yet. I'm talking about to drop it, but I'm coming out a new album, right? I'm coming
Right,
out a new album. Right,
manifestation,
I'm about to
right?
drop a new album, exactly. And I took like 2 years off of music, and some of my bros couldn't understand why. And I say, yo, bro, you don't understand. I be feeling I can't come to y'all niggas, because we grew up in the hood, that we are all trained to have to be so tough. And y'all niggas know me for just being this aggressive, tough nigga. But yo, I went through a deep depression, bro. I told him, he was like, damn, bro. Like, I know. He's like, I go through my shit and I just smile. I feel you though. Like, I'm like, yeah, bro. So like, now I'm back. Like, the pandemic, don't get me wrong, I was doing my thing on going live every night in the rabbit hole, talking to the people, waking people up, helping people out, pouring into everybody. Nobody's pouring back into me though. But I'm still going, and it takes a lot of energy to do that, bro. And but even while I'm doing that, I don't know what's going on with the world. Is it going to end? Whatever. I'm still feeding the people. I'm drinking every night on a live, drinking wine. I'm smiling. But deep down inside, I'm depressed. I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm lonely. I don't have a real woman in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was going through it, bro. I had to fix myself back again. You know what I'm saying? If you do it once, you can always do it. So don't ever give up on you, man. Like it happens to all of us, the best of us, man. Don't ever think people out here just living their best life. That shit is Instagram. That shit is a lie, man. People
Bro,
going through real struggles out here, man. This shit is hard, man.
that's why, you know, I'm like so glad, and I know you understand this, that we didn't grow up with social media,
I'm
because
glad too. I'm so glad.
bro, like, you know, I kind of like was at the tail end, but like, you know, like you know, you had MySpace and everything, but like at that point, like you're not so susceptible to all that shit, right? It's like you people on Instagram, they look at it, and especially the young kids, it's like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to look. This is how I'm supposed to do things, right? Especially for girls, bro. I feel real bad for them, man. It's like the girls growing
Oh
up in
yeah,
this
it's
era.
bad.
Oh, I gotta get the BBL. I gotta, you know, do all this stuff. You know, it's crazy. But people only show you what they want you to see. So don't think that their lives are so perfect. It's just perfect on Instagram, you know. And I think that the true like robber of happiness is the comparison, right? Just people comparing their lives to other people constantly. That's what it is
Exactly.
all the time, man. And it's crazy, because I think that people don't understand that um everybody goes through bad times. Everybody has different things. Just because one person might be rich doesn't mean that they don't lack in other parts of their life. They might not have anybody that loves them. They might not have, like, you know, but you might have the loving family, but you may not have the bag, right? So it's like everybody has different things. It's crazy. It's not perfect for anybody.
It ain't perfect for nobody, man.
Right.
And yeah, so like, don't look at that shit if you feeling down. Just turn your Instagram off because you're gonna be comparing yourself to motherfuckers who's probably doing worse than you. Exactly.
Yo, and I was gonna bring this up to you too, because being a content creator is tough, bro. People just think, oh yeah, I just put out some videos and blah blah blah. Like they don't understand. Like a lot of content creators, because you working in the house all day long, you're not getting that sunlight, you're not getting that physical activity. You get depressed looking at the numbers, right? Your bread not looking right because the numbers not right. It can get depressing, bro. It can be a lot, you know.
Guys, but you gotta stay down till you find your niche, whatever your niche is. And I got mine because you know where I kill niggas at is my consistency. So I know like my type of content is not gonna get pushed through the algorithm like other people would because of the content stuff that I talk about. So what I did was I built my own community, the Rabbit Hole, and they follow me wherever I go. I don't need 1 million followers. I got more than 1,000, but I'll take 1,000 solid ones who's gonna support, spend money, promote to whatever we need to do. I'm
consistently.
That's still so. Don't think that you need to be like Joe Budden's podcast. You don't need to be Panda Chop. You don't need to be Hocus. Be you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And be consistent. I go on every single night. Nobody got the consistency I got every single night. My shit ran every single night, 2 years straight, from 12 to 12. Half of the year, I'm live.
I bet you if you do not show up one day, they're gonna think that you dead or something that.
They go crazy if I'm late. Bro, if I'm late, phones is going on. I'm telling you, they be like, yo, what happened? Hocus good, yo, what's going on? Yo, where you at? Where the Rabbit Hole? But I be smiling at that. I be like, all right, it's my peoples.